Minaimi kotoje, minaimi kotoje, minaimi kotoje. Mitia miya 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 minaya miya akobam sasabra akobam. Mitia miya minaya miya miya akobam sasabra no. Legends. If you've never heard that before, I'm sorry for you. But guys, did you know the Akobam brand has never left us? It has actually evolved to fit the demands of this digital age. Digital Akobam, can you imagine? Just as Akobam is said actually to cure all bodily pains like midonko and things, so can E-levy solve all our problems once E-levy. So once E-levy is not passed, nothing will work in this country again. I'm telling you, even though public sector workers have received their January salaries already, what's that kind of salaries no delay kakra? Then when we go to the town hall meetings and people complain of economics sasabra, then government will say E-levy sasabrono, E-levy sasabrono, E-levy sasabrono. Munaya muya mutiya muya munaya miya munaya mukotoje munaya mitoje E-levy sasabron E-levy sasabron Akobam E-levy Minjo Akobam. No, put your hands together for yourselves, man. Welcome to BackPage on City TV. My name is Caleb Kuda and I'm humbled to be your host as always. But Information Minister Kojo Ponkuma, he has angried me. So welcome to the show once again. It's obvious government is having a hard time convincing Ghanaians that E-levy is the way to go. That's why Kojo Ponkuma, Information Minister, has been overworking himself and the entire Info Ministry. Chale, mobile. I'm sure some of the staff working to put the town hall meetings together are against the E-levy crowd, but can you say it? The very photographers and videographers filming the E-levy town hall crowd, I'm 100% sure that 80% of them are against the E-levy. See, some of the ministers forcing themselves to speak their local languages are even against the thing in their hearts, but they hype it with their mouth. But this is why I am not happy with the Information Minister. You see, there is no way, absolutely no way, you can hold two separate town hall meetings in different regions, and in all of the meetings, you didn't have the most important person there. I mean, Finance Minister, I see him, that's fine, that's okay. But how dare anyone hold a town hall meeting and forget the most important firebrand? How? I mean, I don't get it.
Hey, 4 or 5 years on, we should fix roads. You are late. You are far behind. Get up and run and catch up with us, because we have gone far.
You are late. Hey, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they are missing. 2 town halls, no terminator. If he was there, I didn't hear him. You have to catch up and quickly organize E-levy in the voter region too, and make Terminator your headline artist. The E-levy, you will terminate it, you will repackage it, and you will re-award it to IMF, man. You missed us a fine opportunity. Who does that? By the way, where's Dr. Baumia in all these town hall meetings? Dr. Baumia, you won't do some. You won't come. You won't talk again. And some of the things, though, have become clearer in the latest town hall meetings, even though, we often hear that this is the most transparent government. Accountability agencies seem to have the toughest time asking for accountability, probing and investigating matters of national interest. Rights to information law has been used over the period as a beautiful stumbling block to frustrate public inquiries with huge charges just for access to public information. Now, to cure that opaqueness, just like Akobam does everything, E-levy will finally give Ghanaians the moral imprimatur the audacity and temerity and authority to demand accountability for more roles, accountability, more roles, more beds in hospitals, timely payment of NABCO beneficiaries, etc., etc. This is the gospel according to Bishop Ken of Oriata.
But certainly in all areas that we are reminded, we will be reminded to ensure that we use this money well, and the issue of protecting the public purse becomes paramount to us. The other beauty of the E-levy tax is that it makes all of us responsible for protecting the public purse. And that is important. Because once you pay taxes, you have the moral authority to be able to require, certain performances from the political elite. And that is what we should be doing.
The word of Ken, thanks be to God. If you ask me, I like it. In fact, I love it. It puts a lot into perspective. Maybe when we pay the E-levy, headmasters and mistresses will no longer be humiliated, embarrassed, and finally transferred because a journalist told the story of the plight of BEC candidates who were to face their papers without having had teachers and textbooks for some subjects. You just sack the headmistress, humiliate them, transfer them. Maybe when we pay E-levy, the intimidation will end. If that's the price we have to pay, then kind of all for it, except that someone who is wiser than I am, a member of the NPP, in fact, a former MP for New Drubbing South, Marcus Ibeyabuahino, he says the E-levy, it won't do what. The government should stop the attempts to make a difficult life more miserable for me.
Without a doubt, I think we should be placing a call to Washington if we haven't already done that. We are not going to back to the fund just because E-levy has to be passed or not. The E-levy, in all likelihood, will bring just about 5 billion into the kitty. We are in a big hole and we are facing difficulties. And so going to the fund will give us some support. So there's nothing wrong with going to the fund. Mind you, we are members of the IMF. Are we not in difficulty? Sure we are. What's wrong with going to the fund to borrow from an organization of which you are a member?
This E-levy, E-leviticus, I will tell you something intriguing soon. Remind me, I said I'll tell you something what intriguing soon. By the way, there was a man of God at the first E-levy town hall meeting who said, government should explain the thing better so that they can use their puppets to teach Ghanaians why we must pay the E-levy.
Enipa dodoɔ na hyɛ yase entinka mesre sɛ adepa sɛ badia ka yɛmfra asɔfoɔ ni nyinaa ni yɛnyɛ obi nkyirɛkyirɛ yɛmu na yɛnti ase na yɛnso yɛtimi kɔ a yɛpirikyi kura wie ne yɛyusu 5 minutes ni yɛtimi de kyerɛkyerɛ members ma megidi sɛ ɛbɛkɔ.
Amazing grace. So last Sunday there was a mega offering in my church towards the completion of our church building, where I fellowship. Now, Eja, Krachi, I don't carry money, so I gave mine through mobile money. Then someone called me and said, Krachi, boss, why did you send yours through mobile money? I said, why? Won't God collect it? He said, no. The charges are too much. I said, I took care of it. It's fine. He said, no. Next time, do check or something. Guys, I can't lie to you about an experience in church, for Christ's sake. Why would I do that? And you see, it took some of us a very long time to start doing transactions with Momo and even online buying. That's online buying thing. You see, I want to feel the thing I am buying before sometimes I may be convinced to buy. Because the thing, by the time you account to the money, then you start hearing the song, Sikai Moja. Then at that time, he said, Onim, maybe this year, Fatu try me, maybe this year, my Irami Tobio, because Charlie, the money is too much. So for anyone to compel me and those of us who used to be in that bracket, now to avoid using Momo, and we are thinking about this thing, because of E-levy avoidance, That is how scary it is. It is very sad. Things will falling apart, I'm telling you. And Professor Godfrey Alufa-Bopping, he also agrees.
I think we should not even pitch E-levy side by side IMF. I don't think that is in our best interest. And the reason I'm saying so is that we all do recognize that we need more revenue. There's consensus around that our tax effort is probably one of the lowest in Sub-Saharan Africa. We all do agree. The way to prop that up is where we disagree. And the reason we disagree is that we have accommodated and allowed too much wastefulness and leakages in our revenue envelope that choosing E-levy as the solution is much more a lazy approach. And in fact, is one that perhaps does not recognize the reality of the hardship on the ground.
Tell them for me. In fact, not only Professor Godfrey Alufa-Bopping, who is against it, he's not the only one. Ken Thompson also says the E-levy, no.
Bernard, what I'm saying is that it will kill it.
Kill?
It's dead. It's dead. Yes, of course. But if somebody is going to send me 5 CDs and I'm going to charge them a tax of even 2 pesos on it, think twice about doing it. Ghana's economy, it's incredible because where I sit, we're just going around in circles. We've been going around in circles for a long time. I remember when I started to speak about Ghana's economy, for me, the things I talked about were obvious. And we're still going around in circles. And in English, you say that, where are the adults in the room, Bernard? That's the problem. Where are the adults?
But you see, of your people kwenu. Of your people kwenu. Of your people kwenu. Our elders say that a he-goat that must die soon always dances close to the abattoir. A he-goat that must die soon always dances close to the abattoir. That must be why one government woman I took notice of for the first time. In fact, the MC at the town hall meeting referred to her as a goodie because she spoke sweet fancy and but could mean more like her name, Marigold. Honorable Marigold. He said that those who are against the E-levy, they are doing tin or something tin. Jangat one, yeah. Tin. I love it.
Minimda some American on American show. As some na yepada yet on na yeke na mom ebimu na waye tin. Mesre yan twatwa adwen. Zobi wa kan wato wadwen na waye wensen mentasen ndem panyifo wa ha obechem. No nten dem ankofo bi wo kan. No nten dem obi rusu ni tigidigi ande offer there on plan dem. Mon wusu wuti mepada enyemadwen anyemetase ne sande yaze E-levy ne mfaso yaze mfaso a yebenya wo E-levy yaze atugwa
Araba enyim bibia enyim deba fancy most fancy oya medal na so E-levy nzo yampia bibia la bibia yampia fancy de oya down na so E-levy no pade I mean, a survey shows 56% or so of self-confessed NPP supporters are against it. Man, for more to do more is against it. Boy.
So if it wasn't for Ashanti, the opposition to E-levy would have been in the 80s.
Yes.
When you disaggregate this for floating voters nationally, I think 77% were against E-levy.
Yes. When we look at the floating voters, about 77.5% of them are opposed to E-levy.
77.5% opposed to E-levy?
Yes.
That's very interesting indeed. And the other thing I found was that even for MPP, about 56% of the people said they didn't like E-levy. So they said they usually vote for MPP but don't like E-levy.
No, don't like E-levy.
56%?
Nationally, yes.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, our elders say what? A he-goat that must to die soon always dances close to the abattoir. Easy. So E-levy or IMF, which one do you say? Or property tax? In fact, fuel prices have crossed the 7 cedi Ghana cedis this thing. Now, there's a deep revelation. Say deep revelation. Come on, tap your neighbor and say deep revelation. You know, there's a deep revelation about the number 7. According to Zoe, 7 is the number of perfection. Therefore, my application here is that if you do propaganda with the fuel prices, number 7 will beat the 8. In fact, break the 8 and expose you. Can I get an amen? Hallelujah, somebody.
Petrol, so also another petrol, and the Bible tells me, my son, it's a Bible Yapo. There's one breast of bread in Yapo, and then only cake once in the year. Cake once in the year.
Fellow Ghanaians. No, let me do it too. Fellow Ghanaians. Thank you for the word so sweet. This week, I asked my people on Twitter if they've ever converted their earnings to dollars before and now. Beverly, have you done that before? No, the responses will over you. Convert your earnings, your salary and everything to dollars. I'll tell you some of the responses after this break. And also, Henry Cote 1, Tiptoe Lane Boys 2. No, it's not fine. But let's... No, NLC 0, you tag 2. After this break. Let's leave back page more. Let's go to the front page. Front page of the Chronicle. The picture you are seeing is honorable. Is it still honorable? I think the power to call him honorable or not now resides in His Excellency Akpofo-Addo. I understand he has suspended him. If you suspend him and you don't sack him, he's still honorable. Hello? So that honorable, what is your name, Crapo? Ow. I want to mention your name so that your children will be proud of you. Like, ow, I can't remember your name. Honorable, this man. I will send you to Senchi. Enjoy. You don't know whom you are dealing with. You don't know whom you are dealing with. You can't beg him tomorrow. You can't beg him tomorrow. Let's take topic, brother. Yeah. No, leave them, make them do that nonsense. Hello, Doctors. But why are you insulting police? Why are you insulting police? Insulting. If you do the nonsense, I am stupid. One police inspector is stupid. You see? Yeah. You insult me whatever you can. I'll send you 20. It's a place. Police are working there. Yeah. Transfer is not punishment in police. Okay. Small power you get. You are misbehaving yourself. Small power that people give you are misbehaving yourself. Misbehaving yourself. He tell the policeman that he's ugly. And he tell him that he's stupid. Now who is ugly? Ow, I didn't say that. The way people are so sure their lives will change, transmogrify, just a metamorphose once they travel abroad now. Is it that easy? Is it that easy to make it abroad? Honestly, is it that easy once you travel abroad? Media, what would you mean to me? I guess the answer is no, it's not that easy. But something happened that perhaps is one of the reasons why Ghana is so hard a place to live. That people so want to go. Ask me what? Good. Did you say what? Good. Can you imagine that? The postmortem report in the murder trial of the late J.B. Dankwano. Can you imagine that pathologists claim, say, it has been stolen? Just say, if we okay, say a crown because Nigeria, some Cobra has swallowed money before, but it has been stolen. This is one of the lowest points in the whole week for me. This story, it's so embarrassing. It makes it embarrassing to be a Ghanaian. I can't imagine what the family will be going through right now. Very shameful. You will be serving your country. Some wicked people will murder you, and there will be no justice for your soul on top of that. let me end here. My brother, this year, make money, oh. Make money, because if you die thinking you are dying for this country, well, let me end it here. So the Greater Accra Regional Minister, Henry Korte, he went to tiptoe lane or circle. I think he ended up tiptoeing out of the place. But he tiptoed out of tiptoe lane. Show them. Show them la ow.
Basically threatening, pointing at the driver, warning him to move, daring him to move.
No, the minister also made two of Musebachi. The verdict is that unlike that Bogloshi one, this one chairman knows it up. chairman. But it was his bulletproof for me. The bulletproof he was wearing. Ministry of Interior, if they are the people responsible, I beg you, get honorable a fitting bulletproof. This one, according to some Ghanaians, no. It was like honorable was wearing brazier, and now brazier. Over there, even if it is supposed to be so, please, you have to get him F or something. You understand? Or maybe DDD or DDDD. You understand? This one there is like A, you know, it's like Beverly, how are you? Understand? The A no, it's what to do. Oh, man, bulletproof ni eye kesiye kakra for mommy. The enu koye you is okay, it's okay. That's for bang. You know, there used to be this national cleaning exercise on every Saturday each month, the beginning of every first Saturday each month. But because we are the most competent group of people Ghana has ever had, you know, anything that existed must have been destroyed. Here we are today. Cleaner city, great again. Anyway, Champion, we wish you all the best in making Accra great again. We are behind you. Hey, solid. And at this stage, let's all learn patriotism from Bukom Banku Chale.
Mayor called me and the regional called me to come and support him to clean it for my area. I'm Gamashi boy. Now I'm a super over there. Oh, they can't do that. They can't come for my area to do that is to leave me. I'm a super to support him. It's not the politics, it's not the NDC and the MPB. This is a Ghana. We want the Ghana make clearly. It was just at the support to him to clear the baller and the shit for my area.
Bukombangu, it's okay. It's fine. End it there. If we leave you, you will escatabate or how did they say? Escascabate. You will excavate the issue. So let's leave it there. It's fine. Now, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, please rise to your feet. Stand up right now. Rise to your feet for a very, very important exercise. Yeah, rise to your feet. Thank you very much. Now we want to observe a 21-gun salute. 21-gun salute in celebration of one of our very own favorite ministers who turned a year older this week. Tutuo pay. Hip, 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 pay.
Etu na kasa e no na bo efi
I am na me warning shot.
You got nerves. You got nerves.
One kasa wo MP no. Na wo kura tuo be ne kita o.
Mpato mi ntumi nkyere.
Honorable, happy birthday to you. You know we love you. May God order your steps. We love you so much, eh? We love you. Believe it, eh? Okay? Yeah, we love you. We love you, Pa. It has emerged that a wall has been built on a road in Kumasi. For me, the regional minister's response is what is the most important. Yeah.
A report was made to me. I actually called the regional lands officer he brought the layout. That place wasn't a road. So the road was constructed by default. So I had no authority over the land, because if I decide to stop the developer, it will lead to judgment debt against the government. But the truth is that per the layout that we have, that place is not the road.
You see, the thing is that in Greater Accra region, Honorable Henry Korte, our one and only champion attack, he says making Accra great again. Or is it work again? Yeah. In the Volta region, the regional minister, Honorable QT, he's driving Volta Fair, invest in Volta, visit Volta and other things. What some of our brothers and sisters in the Ashanti region want to know from the minister is that what is his agenda? You know, hopefully this year military people will not be unleashed on civilians, including girls in girls' school in the region. Can I get an amen for that? Amen. Now, as you are watching this, I want you to do something simple. Take your phone. Go to Google. Write on Google. Convert. Then write your salary there and add all the money you get in a year. Add it there. Say convert it to dollars for me. So that if you have like say 2,500 a month, convert it to dollars. What do you see? Do you like what you see? You like it? Well, Ohene Kofi Asare is on Twitter with the handle @cleanohene. He says, I feel harassed. Salom @DFYO, he says, you want me to collapse and die? My brother, don't collapse. Let the strength of the city inspire you that despite all the meat pie, you would jet yourself privately into a house full of Edinkra pie. Hey, Edinkra. Abusia Edinkra. Makramo. Amagba. Let's just say I am Caleb Emmanuel there to me. Hey, Papa, what you say? Who watch you die? I can say, who watch it?